Good afternoon, Art-Alchemy. Welcome back to my channel. This is video number 2 for you, but it's video number 3 for me. I already uploaded the video for Monday, but this is for today, for this evening, Sunday evening. About a half an hour ago, I received my full order of, I called it pre-prime deals, but some of them, most of them were deals. Not pre-prime, but just deals, and one of them wasn't, but it was still cheap. I got this whole thing for $50. So since I had to pause, I had to erase my other video, so I realized I didn't erase the previous video, and then it won't let me talk as much as I want to. So I got this actually artist panel. I really love oil painting on artist panel, and if you this is Amsterdam. I got it for under $6, like $5 and like I think 20 some cents, I don't recall, through Amazon. This is all Amazon. And also, if you come around the Amsterdam Museum series, excellent. I like them because they're flat and I could easily just paint anywhere and it doesn't take too much space. I noticed the quality for oil and acrylics on panels are really good. So I really enjoy it. So I got this one, and I probably am gonna get more. I'm glad, because a lot of people from Amazon were, obviously there's always people complaining, but they said that theirs wasn't wrapped, and that but mine is wrapped, and so I only unwrap them when I'm ready to use them. I do find that the corners do, if you drop it like a couple times, it does bend over, because I bent mine, the aquaboard. I do feel the aquaboard, these are more durable. I do feel the aquaboard are more sensitive, I suppose. So I got that. It's an 8x8, by the way. It's an 8x8. I've been wanting to get a pad for in this size of watercolor, but they're always so expensive on this size. People must like that size for watercolor. I don't know. This is I'm really excited about. So you're gonna see this. You're gonna see me on this video. Later on this video, use this. Anything Canson, I really do love. Canson makes really good. I think it's a French. I do believe this is French. Made in the USA. Materials from France. Okay. So it's made here in the USA. But if you ever are unsure, get the Canson. Even if it's not 100% cotton like this one, it's still a good thing to have. It's better than paper. This is actually for canvas texture, for prime, ready to use for oil and acrylics. Like I said, oil, you cannot use it on every paper because it will eat it out, because it's not meant to be on regular paper. Even on watercolor paper, you have to be careful. You cannot use, I would only use and vary the very top layer on watercolor paper, like the very top layer. It will be probably a little bit of metallics because they're very sheen, the oil paint. And I would use the tube. I wouldn't use, I mean the oil stick. I wouldn't use the actual out of the tube, because you don't want to risk it. And that would be a true mixed media, because oil stick, they're very similar to oil pastels, where the only difference is that oil sticks will dry. So I would put it on the very last layer of of watercolor paper. Other than that, don't use it on regular anything that is not primed or oil, because like I said, it will eat it out. It will yellow it, and yeah, and if you did like a really nice sketch, you're gonna be screwed. I'm just telling you, because yeah, people make that mistake. No, it's not the same. Oil paint is very different. So this is something that you would want to get if you oil paint. A lot of people get this for acrylics because they like to practice, but for acrylics, it's okay to use it on. You could prime your paper, or like me, I tend to use a lot of mixed media, or find something that is mixed media like. So because acrylic, as you know, it dries super fast, even when it's cold, because if you have your heater on, it's gonna make it dry. And that's usually when I use more of acrylics. But yeah, this is a canvas paper. This is 10, 9 by 12. It was $8.80 something cents. It was like, yeah, 88, something like that. So it was coming my radar, and I was like, oh my god, this is like almost like the perfect time, right? And it's like the perfect size. This is a pad, cause oil, you know. So I'm gonna show you, swatch some of my oil paint here, not all of it, because a lot of it, and all my brushes, all my knife palettes are they're not here. They're in school. So whatever I can with my finger, and I have no cat names here, so that's okay. So yeah, I cannot wait, because that's why I bought it, because I've been wanting to try my new before I put it into canvas, so I won't be surprised where I'm like, oh no, that color totally didn't work on canvas, and now it's on there. Because on oil paint, it will come out, but not fully, especially mine that is already pre-primed. So I did that, so no. Also, I got, so there's 4 things in here. I got this, guys. Remember these? I love this. So Twizzlers, the pull and peel, the cherry. Oh my god, so good, such a good snack. And if you're hungry and you, for some reason, you can't stop, or you're away and you can't get something to eat, this is a good snack, because it like takes away, see, low fat snack, and it takes away your wanting to eat and all this stuff. And it's super good. I really like it. And I like it for Amazon, because it's only $2.50 when it's on sale. It goes up to $2.99. I've never seen it over $2.99 ever. I like the cherry ones, I mean the strawberry ones, but the strawberry ones are not the pull and peel. So yeah. And my final thing, this is what, so this is, I will tell you, and yes, I'm gonna talk a lot in this video, but it's only been 7 minutes, guys. I had a really good day. I cooked myself, and I got some really good, awesome deals on my groceries. I mean, God is good to me. I'm very blessed. Thank you, Jesus. But so yeah, I'm really, really happy about that, and about Prime, and things are, I just really like this really month. This really month is always, because it's the 10th month, and I was born on the 10th day, and I found this out not too long ago, maybe some years back, that it's like the month that you were born. It's empowering, and every October a lot of good things always happen. It's rarely, I think last year was last year where I did struggle a little bit, but even this month ended up well. But yeah, so it's like, it's always very empowering for me this month, October. And I always feel very energetic, everything. I don't know if it's because of change of weather, I don't know, but it does something to me in a really, really, really nice way. So anyway, yeah, just wanted to share that out. This I actually saw, I don't know how it came on my radar, but then I put it on my list. This actually, it was not on sale, but it's cheap. And this is the Gambling. It's a 3 set, and it's only like available sometimes. So if you don't know, I would tell you just the cliff notes, because I'm not gonna do all that for you. Some things you do have to research. Art-Alchemy, let me just tell you that. I'm full of knowledge, but some things you do have to research. I research all the time, and I love it, because I love research. But this came out on my radar on Amazon. I don't know how. I think I was looking into the fall theme before, when I was ending my first painting, and I was looking for oil paints for the fall theme, right? Because I was like, I don't have that many fall, and I need a whole line, because my canvas is like huge. My second canvas is the same size as my previous one. The only difference, because I bought this one, I didn't mount it, is that the edges are like this. They're like very thick on the side, so my canvas goes like that. This is, anything you buy Gambling sets of oil paint, It comes in this really nice, and you could paint on it. This really nice panel that you could paint on it. When I got my first gambling in 1980 set over 3 years ago, it came on this, and they still sell it like that for $40. I think I got it for $32 on Jerry or Rama, somewhere in there. But I still have the panel. I think I wanna redo the paint because it's so flat. I just used it for like whatever. I didn't know what it was and how valuable, so I kept it. But you know, there's nothing pleasant, should I say. It's just like leftover mixed oil paint that when I was doing my mixing chart back then. But I did notice they come in this really nice panel. This panel will cost you around $15 by itself. So the fact that Gambling doesn't charge you for it, they just charge you for the oil paint. So yeah, Gambling 1980 is a student grade, but it's almost to this one, which is the artist grade. Now I didn't get this because, oh, this is artist grade. I got it because I like what it stands for. So Gambling is a company in Portland, Oregon, and if you know anything about the Pacific Northwest, they took it a step further. I used to live out there. I did my undergraduate studies in Washington State, but I was, you know, I was in the border, so a lot of people live in Portland, and then I moved to Washington to my university, and I was in the border of Washington State and Idaho, but that's a different story. But still pleasant people. But they are smart. These Pacific Northwest people are very smart, and they like to support clean water. So this is part of that deal with Gambling. A lot of Daniel Smith, a lot of these companies from out there, they support some sort of like you could always see when the about section, everybody has an agenda. It doesn't matter if you're nonprofit or for profit. Schools, everybody has an agenda. So a lot of the Pacific Northwest businesses, local, you know, people like Gambling, always tend to support some sort of cost. For this particular set of artist grade is to support clean water, probably in that area is what I think. See a Gambling collaboration with artist John Sabra and engineer Guy Riffler, supporting communities and healthier ecosystems. So didn't cost me a lot. You may think, oh my god, how much did it cost you? No, I told you in the beginning that this whole thing was $50, and it was. This set was $28, around $30 with the tax. So these are artist grade. These by themselves are around $12, $13. They could go up to $16 each a piece. Here with this beautiful panel, it came out to about $30, so $28 and change. And it's this is the second reason I got it. The first reason is because I did want to try. This is also a limited edition. It's not, they're not gonna have it all the time. It says, see, and even their tube says limited edition. It says rust red, iron violet, brown ochre. I'm not an ochre girl. I love gold ochre. I think in all my ochres throughout, once they're done, I'm gonna just use the gold ochre because it's so pretty. But I wanted to try this one because look how rich and beautiful. You're gonna see them on action because I'm gonna take them out of here. And yeah, so see, it tells you right here, always together, forward, always forward together, brown ochre. They tell you naturally opaque, warm with golden undertone, rust red. Rust red is what I'm intrigued about. And violet in its transparency, which I need transparent colors. Iron violet. Met the first mauve color Gambling has ever made straight from the tube. It's deep earthy violet. Each kit includes already used prime painting surface crafted in Oregon from sustainability harvest in North America bird. See? Gambling. And this is a little bit about the artist that collaborated, John Sabra. I'm telling you, those people are smart, and they always, only Gambling does it, gives you a panel. Each kit includes ready to use, all this stuff. I'm telling you, because I live out there and I went to school, and I remember, ooh, those kits. I'll show you the panel. I'll take these out and show you the panel. Those kids were like super duper smart. They would go to community college where I met them in Vancouver, Clark College in Vancouver, Washington, and they would literally get a AA in high school diploma and transfer as a sophomore to whatever university. Yeah, they were super smart. They were always like, how should I say it? They were always willing to, you know, to go the mile. The only thing I didn't like about there that, unlike California, is that it's really challenging to make friends. A lot of people that move there or they're from there, they kind of don't like to be bothered. They're nice to you, they tell you where to go, but that's about it. Yeah, they're not like, oh, me, where I tell them like, oh, I've been here, I lived here, this is what I've done. Yeah, they go about their business and they keep it moving. So yeah, I did notice a lot of Midwest people. I get along with them. They're hardworking, whether they're men or women, but they seem like they're cold, but they're not. They're very warm. You just have to get to know them. I think it's because of the Midwest. A lot of the Midwest people are attracted to the Pacific Northwest. A lot of my teachers were from the Midwest originally, and they move out there. And a lot of people from California move out there because the housing there at that time was way cheaper than here. It's not the case anymore. I think it's still cheaper than California, but not as cheap anymore. Nowhere as cheap. They blamed us for it, but come on, guys. California, we blame the New Yorkers for coming out here and making California so freaking expensive. But yeah, so yeah, this is a little panel, you see. It's crafted really well. This one's a little bit, I don't know, maybe it needs a little bit of sanding, but the one I have, the other one, and see how the wood, I love how they sand the wood. Look at that. You can see some of the ridges. I'm a wood person, y'all. But yeah, so this is what I wanted you to see. And then yeah, it comes, I wish, you know what I wish? Instead of having it like that, they should have put like a little, this one doesn't have it, like a little in case, like kind of like the panel, just like something here, because I feel like the tubes might slip, even if you have it like that in something. So yeah, probably like just like foil, not foil, but like clear plastic around here. That's all, because it does have a little bit of a, I don't know, in there. So I'm gonna take these out and swatch them for you along with my other, with my finger, because I don't have anything. Actually, I'm gonna be bad, and I'm gonna use one of my mixed media, and because yeah, it's probably just gonna throw away, but that's okay. It's already old, anything. So the oil that I cannot take out, it's probably just gonna finish it, finish it off, and it will be no good. Yeah, don't use your oil, don't mix your oil brushes with anything or any of your other brushes, especially no watercolor brushes, because the oil will eat them out. Like, oil is, because of just plain oil, it won't do anything. It will just stick, but then it will dry it, because oil will dry, within time. So if you don't, like, try to clean it with what do you call it, with your with just your shampoo. Any baby shampoo will do just fine. So I'm probably gonna take it to school, this one, and paint on it or something. So I have my brushes over there and use it like a little study, but it's so nice. So yeah, I'm gonna bring this out. I'm gonna pause you and bring all my other stuff. Okay, guys, so I am swatching away because I was gonna put a little dollop, and I already put them on here, the names and everything. The only one I'm not gonna swatch is the 1980. I already know what that looks like, Kansas Yellow Light. If you guys are interested in me making like separate videos and just oil paint swatching them, let me know. Until then, yeah, today will be just like this. So I sometimes when you get oils are just like watercolor, they because they get aired, I don't know what it is, so they ooze out. See, as you can see, I opened it and I closed it and it already oozed out. I don't have any medium. I did find this brush that is meant for oil. It's from Robert Simmons. It's a blender, but I don't want to, even though the other one is kind of old and kind of like, you know, meaningless. This is the rust red, by the way, and these are artist grade. These 6 are artist grade, including the metallics. Metallics and oil, FYI, are expensive. That's why I got these for 40 millimeter for $35. So that was pretty cheap. They're made out of safflower and actual mica. And guess what I found out? That this is an actual hand painted swatch, because I was like, what is this? Why is this sticky? And I went like that, you guys. Look, see? And it turns out, because oil takes a long time, so they should have gave me a heads up, and they should have put something here like they would block it, so I wouldn't get it all over the place. Yeah, so it still hasn't dried. It probably won't dry for weeks. But anyway, this is a really pretty color, and now I could tell the difference between artist grade oil, because I couldn't tell for the longest time, and student grade. Student grade sometimes is really hard to get it out of the tube. The exception to that is Van Gogh, 1980, and believe it or not, what's his name? Winton, and the one that I have right now, Paul Rubin student grades are super soft, but this is soft, very, very soft. And I just remember, guys, that I don't have medium, but it doesn't really need it to spread. It's spreading like butter, like literally butter. Like, yeah, it's quite a few oozed out of here. So I might have to, I don't know if I might have to prime that, I don't know, the panel that I have or something. I don't know, but yeah, it's like, it oozed out quite a lot. I'm not gonna swatch, so I'm only gonna swatch the Gambling, the Winton, and the 3 per lesson. I'm not gonna swatch the other ones because those are closed, and I don't wanna, they're 200 millimeter. I don't wanna open them unless I really have to. I do still have whites in the school and my locker, like small ones. So because I'm not using too much white, it's not a big deal. So I might not need it. The only reason that I bought those is because they're $7, 200 millimeters. I don't know when the last time I saw them like that was close to 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago. And I didn't know nothing about oil paints, so I didn't grab them. But now that I do, and since I don't have oil paint, you can't just discard it. It has to be discarded and hazardous. So I don't have one in my house. So I'm gonna get a piece of paper maybe, and so my rag is over there as well, and take them to school tomorrow. Put them in a paper bag and take them to school so I could discard them over there. Hold on. Okay, and yeah, you were seeing part of my square. Yes, it's my square. I'm gonna drink it after I'm done here with you guys. So yeah, see, I put the oil paint in there, the excess over. I don't have any medium or any Gamsol here, so I could give it a swatch. I even took my non-flammable, because stuff with oil paint will become flammable. That's stuff with petroleum, should I say. Stuff with oil paint, it just needs to be discarded and hazardous, because, you know, it's oil paint. And the stuff they put in it too, you know. And it does have an order, FYI. So it smells like oil paint. What do you want me to tell you? I do love it though. Oil paint is amazing. Brown ochre. So this one didn't ooze out. The other one, as soon as I opened it, the rust red. But the brown ochre, and they're very similar. They're very muted, which is the season, right? Almost reminds me like raisins, like little raisins. So cool. And yeah, you guys, I'm gonna slowly switch in oil. Not completely, but I'm gonna start switching. Like if I find stuff like that, like a trio for $28 with the panel from Gambling, yeah, I'm gonna get it because artist quality. I think for this year, my birthday, I wanna get, hopefully, I wanna get like I think it's 36 oil sticks from Senelier. They're like 300 and some dollars, so hopefully they go down a little bit. But I feel like that would be a good birthday for me, and before I go back to graduate school for teacher, right? For the teacher schooling and starting the third week of January. Yeah, I'm gonna start visiting them in 2 weeks, 2 weeks from Saturday, from yesterday. Yeah, so next week I'll be doing some veteran stuff on Saturday. And then there might not be a video, but I'm not sure because it depends on how my week goes. I'm gonna be with kindergartens next week. So yeah, showing a teacher how to teach, apparently, because her students did very well when I subbed for them half a day. So she asked me to come back and show her. Iron Violet is next. So this one also didn't ooze out. So that rust red must be explosive, like meaning when you start mixing it. Yeah, see how I don't have medium? This one is so creamy and buttery though. The first one, rust red. And I know on camera you probably can't tell, but there is a very slight variation. Not too much, but a very slight variation. I'm kind of glad these didn't ooze out because I don't know. Yeah. So I'm glad I bought them. They're a good 37 mil. Because look at, this is their student grade and this is their artist grade. And look, they're actually wider. And this one's heavier than this one. So yeah. Student grade is good quality. Van Gogh is a really good quality, and the other one that like I said, I'm gonna make my way slow because oil paint is expensive. Even the student grade, people will tell you to go to the artist grade and oil paint, but guys, unless you got deep pockets, don't do it because it's really hard to, and if you like, why not use like Winton? It's really good brand. Why not use, they're the student grade, it's Winsor and Newton, but they called it Winton and oils. But why not use it? Look at this, when I got it for $8, this 200 millimeter. And I'm gonna show you how creamy it is because I'm telling you that the titanium watt that I got a couple years ago, I only used this much for the whole semester, and I gave the rest away because I thought I wasn't gonna oil paint, but that's okay. Look how creamy this one is as well. This is light red. Oh yeah, it goes so well with this one. So I could have not got the burnt sienna, and I want this for my leaves and these ones too, but because they're so muted, I'm probably gonna use some of this one mix. See, in oils, if you don't like to mix, and you want to learn it a different way, try even mixable oils. Try them because they're not cheap, so you're not gonna buy like 1,000,001 of them, right? And me, like, I took a little break, but now I'm starting to find the things that I like in oil paint, which are not the same as watercolor and stuff like that. Some paints are, but some are not. Like, you would imagine that I was gonna do some muted stuff on oil paint. No, right? But it's yeah, it's different. It feels different. It's so, I don't know, I can't explain it. I feel like even I feel different, and I love to paint, but oil paint is just out of this world. Like, it's almost like sculpting. It moves very different from the water base. Yeah, that's why. And look at it. See, I told you that's why Canva, you can't go wrong. With this Canson Canva. With the Canson, you can't go wrong. That's why I bought this, because I wanted to use it, this pad, and not worry about, like, oh my god, I don't have a surface to swatch my oil paints. Because I was like, oh my god, I didn't swatch, and now, like, this stuff, you know, with my poppy, it came out good, but I'm still gonna do some touches. I'm waiting for it to dry, and then I'm just gonna do a final touches. And I think I want to switch it over a panel, but I'm not entirely sure yet, because panels at that size are expensive. But maybe I could find one. Maybe I could find one that is cheap. And I'm not a messy painter, but when it comes to oil paint, I noticed that I'm a messy, like, my hands get really full of paint. I don't know, it's just like, it's so weird. Like, I noticed that difference. Okay, so now we're gonna try the silver, and now I'm gonna try to keep this Tuscan pine, like, off my table, because I think they stained them the other day. And this is my eating table, so I'll have to be really careful not to keep the oil paint. Keep it in the Canva, not there, especially because these handmade swatches are not dry. The silver is almost dry, but the other two, the gold is taking a really long time. So I'm gonna hurry up, because I don't want this video to stop. So, oh yeah, you're gonna get some mixes. Sorry about that, because these are very transparent. That's okay. These are meant to mix with your oil, but since I don't have any medium to take off the oil paint, you're gonna get a mix in the pearlescent. See, you already start getting a mix of my brush. So, but you can still see the mica here. Let me see. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Da, 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 da. There's the mica. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna wipe my, this is another way. If you don't have any medium, you could wipe as much as you can, but you have to dip it in something waterless, mineral spirit, regular, any type of solvent that is non-toxic, something, before you clean it with, like, this dish soap. Or sometimes I feel like they're going hard, I use my shampoo, and that helps, because I saved one over last spring, I think. I was like, oh my god, I think it mixed with acrylic and a little bit of oil that I left, and it was about to go bye-bye, until, like, I washed it like 5 times, but I did dip it in non-flammable non-flammable